All right, everybody, welcome back to the KSR YouTube channel. We bailed out of the Midwest Drags yesterday, and I drove 7 hours in the old rig. And I'm in North Georgia, and you may recognize this driveway and this house. And I'm in boat mode because we're doing some boat stuff today. I'm gonna take you inside and show you what we got going on. And I think you'll like this. I like it, just because we're about to go out on the lake here in just a little bit. But we've got a little bit of work to do. Follow me inside and I'll show you what I'm talking about. All right, let's go inside and see what's going on. Hey. Oh, yeah, there's two doggies now. We've got Bo and Belle. Hi, Belle. Hi, yes, we all love shop dogs. We all love shop dogs, but we're about to get this boat up and going today. This is the wife's boat, right, Mike?
Yeah.
The wife's boat?
Wife's boat.
Wife's boat, mm-hmm. I can picking up what you're putting down there. We got Pete Harrell from Harrell Engine and Dyno over there on the laptop. And then check out some of Mike's wiring area there. So we're programming stuff like the EGTs and the second injector sets, because this kind of looks familiar to what we had done in Mullet, right? So same intake Mullet used to have. No, it's not Mullet's old intake, but same deal. It's got a second injector set under the intake for using pump gas. And then it's going to flop to the outside injectors where Mike's got it set up to run on race gas. So race gas tank, pump gas tank, and as you might imagine, boats use a lot of gas, if you didn't know that. So if you can avoid having to burn $20 a gallon race fuel, not that pump fuel is really that much better these days, but it's a little bit cheaper at least to run pump gas when you're cruising around. And then when you hammer the pedal up there, she switches to this tank. At least that's the plan. So we got a little bit of work to do with some programming, finish welding stuff on the exhaust. I think we got a few other little jobs to do in there, but won't be too long. We'll be firing this thing up and going out on the lake. All right, well, I'm gonna weld up the exhaust. Mike ran out to grab us some lunch. So I'm gonna weld up this downpipe on this side, weld the O2 sensor bunk to it, so that when he comes back, I think we're about done. Let's get to welding. Stuck it right to the tungsten. And yes, everybody, I know I should be back purging, but this is post turbo, so it's really not gonna mess anything up. If a little piece of something does fall off, and this exhaust might be getting redone anyway, we're not sure yet. Barely even got any bleed through on the parts that I did. All right, right, well, let's go put this on and go fire this thing up. All right, well, with any new combination, especially one with a lot of information on it, you should check your stuff. Because if you don't check it, what's gonna happen is you're gonna take it to a shop like what I've got, or a shop like what Pete's got here, and we're gonna go through and check that each EGT, for example, is reading for the right cylinder. So we checked a second ago and there were some mismatches. So we're gonna take these out, heat them up individually with our little torch right here. And if you don't get it right, you're gonna have to pay somebody else to get it right. So let's figure these out. Take all these out and then we'll do some checking.
Here's what I'm thinking, right? Like, just boil it up in here.
Emergency?
Emergency, just pop it out.
All right, you ready?
Okay, we'll pop it out.
Alright, you're on 1. Fire.
Yes, sir.
There's 1.
All right. 3.
4.
Oh, okay.
Good.
There's probably 4 and another one. Okay, that makes sense because remember we used that one from the other side.
Okay, yeah. All right, there's 3.
Okay, so that was 5.
All right, let's check 7.
Okay, I'm gonna go back to each of them.
Yep.
We know one's good. 3.
Yep.
Okay. 5.
Yep.
7.
Yep. You're good.
All right.
Okay, so now we got 8 holes. Doing what they're supposed to do.
All right.
Magic.
It's cool when it works like it's supposed to.
All right. Oh, kid.
Check out all this fanciness back here.
Ooh, I bet it is in there. I think it comes with it.
So there's actually some science to what these different hoses do, and cables are obviously your steering. And then this deal here's got a rooster thing on it, and this air ram here controls this is neutral, which neutral basically means it blows that way and that way. It doesn't have reverse, so when you turn it off, this goes up, and then the jet blows it out. It's kind of cool. Like, lots of different science and stuff going back here. But I think we're about ready to crank this thing, aren't we, fellas?
Close, yes. We need to bolt this back down. Anyone know where the bolt? There they are.
Right there.
There they are.
And all your spacers. It was a little fun. Get that out of there. Ready to go.
Yeah. In hindsight, there's probably a better way we could have done that.
Machine, make threaded ones, and then weld them. If you want to take it completely back apart and start over again, that'd be something you can do later, right?
You ever have those later lists and you just never get to it?
Yeah, that's kind of where I was going with that.
You just start driving and then you're just like, I'm just gonna live with this.
It's a temporary fix that becomes permanent.
Yeah, pretty much all of them are. I am not going back. I'm just gonna drive until it breaks, and then all right, maybe this time around we'll upgrade.
And then you take 6 months to completely redo the car again. Which is kind of what we're doing right now with Soccer Mom, which you'll get to see again probably later this week. I'll film another video with Soccer Mom and tell you guys what's up.
Good.
Starting to get exciting. Can't wait.
We need a jack.
You can't just pull the pin on it and flip it?
Mine. When you pick up the front, hold on, I'm trying to pick it up. Ready?
1, 2, 3. Yep.
Higher hitch.
Oh, that is a good looking boat.
It hasn't been outside since last year.
I've never seen it outside with a motor in it.
I've never seen it outside with a motor either. You can take a picture.
All right, let's make some noise. I see you converted to boat mode.
Yes, I'm ready for the water.
Oh my god.
All right, air's out.
Well, we got water. We know we got fuel.
Do I need to plug any of the ports on the wastegates that aren't being used?
Nope.
Okay.
No, that's just the top ones. That'll basically act like a vent, so it won't have any. The valve can move freely. Later, you'll put air to that when you want.
When it's time to party.
You want all the power. You ready, Pete?
Yeah, put on power on.
What you said.
Okay, so it should have power right now, I think. I can't see if this thing's lit up or not.
Yeah, it's got it now.
You got ignition power?
Yeah.
Let me know when you're ready.
Go ahead.
You got a log set up for...
Well, I'm just live with it.
Okay.
Can't see nothing because the sun is blazing on me over here.
Yeah, well, if you set up a data log to trigger it like 50 or something, 50 RPM, then we'll have it if you can't see it while it's doing it.
Yeah, let me change that.
We can review.
Video. Whoa.
It's like we like all YouTube or something. Like,
Videoing you guys, videoing each other. Yeah, it's like behind the scenes.
The Mount Rushmore of YouTube happening right here.
It's like a two ball.
Whoa. Whoa.
Where you at, Pepsi?
And the Vibroless.
Pepsi,
Whoa.
give us a holler. Okay, we're live.
You ready?
Yeah.
Fire in the hole. You want to do the honors?
dude.
Push the button, sir. It's your boat.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's your boat. You get to put it that way if something happens, it's your fault.
The boom button.
The boom button.
Are you ready?
Yep.
I'm ready.
I swear it used to run out here. Fuel pumps on though.
It's going.
Yeah, it goes over 20 RPM.
Should I go again?
Yeah.
Oh! We got a spinning turbo.
Is the jet driving gear again?
You know what? It sounds like a chainsaw in one of the things.
I thought we pulled it out of gear.
It's out of gear.
Okay.
It's out of gear.
Here we go again.
All right, well, first order of the day is backing it down in and make sure nothing leaks, or at least doesn't leak much. As long as we've got a leak that the bilge pump can handle, we're good. We don't need to have it 100% leak free. I'm about to get run over.
Jetboat, Kevin, they all leak.
They all leak at least a little bit. I'm on board with this. That is a pretty boat. So it comes out of the mold looking like that. The people that build these, or the company that builds this, they lay the colors like that into the mold. And then when they pop it out, they wet sand it and buff it. So that is all cast into or molded into the gel coat. It's pretty, right? If you guys don't know who that is, that's Pete from HED, or Harrell Engine and Dyno. He's done some stuff. Like he does the motor for Doug Cook's car, which you guys all know Doug. And Beer Money, that thing's been a real popular show with Lyle Barnett driving it. He's real good at doing stuff.
That's right.
Which is the name of his YouTube channel, so you guys go check him out.
Yeah.
And like today, we're all playing YouTuber. We got cameras all over this boat. Ooh, it even changes color when the sun hits it. We might have a big leak. I think I see light.
Dave, did you bring the silicone?
All right, take two. See if we fixed our leaks. Actually had one out here in this corner too.
Let me put it in gear.
Looks like a few more people have left the lake.
Oh, yeah. It's getting nice and complex now. Keep up with that.
Looks like I got a little bit down on the bottom here still too. I can see a little, yeah, little trickle in.
That's not bad. We can roll with that.
It's fine.
Fine.
He didn't see that.
Nah, never happened. Kevin, you let me know when it's safe to start it.
Fire it up.
Okay. Starting it up.
bucket closed all by itself.
Go.
Alright, well, it's getting darker. We're fixing problems.
So we have
Some more permanent than anything. Yeah, we have no neutral really, so it's just gonna have to shut the key off.
We have limited reverse.
Limited reverse.
We have Newburn one time when he flips us around. After that, we got no more reverse.
Do we have a paddle?
No. No paddle. No numbers.
Somebody's getting out.
Oh, water's warm. I'll swim if I need to.
Yeah, I don't mind swimming either.
All right.
Fire in the hole.
I need a cord.
Who's it's in the back. Yeah. Guessing this should probably be on the driver's side to offset the weight of the fuel tank. Yeah.
What is this? This come from us?
No, somebody at a party or something.
Dang.
That's sad,
That's
people.
a lot of litter.
Don't litter in the lake.
Yeah, your aluminum foil confetti stars, well, those aren't going to disappear anytime soon.
Mm-hmm.
All right, everybody ready?
Yes, sir.
Here we go. I went all the way.
Okay.
So we might have made some boost that time?
Not much.
Whatever them little springs.
It never felt like it was like, yeah, little. It never felt like it was like, okay, woo, like game over. Once it starts making boost, it just keeps pulling.
Right.
This thing was like, if I had stayed in it longer, it might have gone 65 miles an hour.
Right.
Boat stuff.
Ice strips on.
Too much water in the cooling system. Too much water pressure in the cooling system. right, here we go. Back next day. We went and got us some sleep. Went out to dinner. It was nice. And we fixed a spacer on the alternator because the alternator was too far forward and it was a little crooked. So we think we've made that better. Not sure if it's 100% fixed, but it's at least better. And then we still had a couple little leakers back here, so we smeared some silicone on that. It's fixed. We just know it's fixed. So now it's time to go play again. And then I gotta drive home to Gainesville.
One last
Let's go. Oh, we gotta clean the top of the end. It did get a little dirty from me leaning on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are Kevin's smudges.
I got a defective one. Oh, there we go.
There you go.
Yeah, we gotta keep it clean.
It is a pretty intake manifold.
It's the first thing everybody sees, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And eventually it'll be covered in water spots. It won't come off, but for now,
It's beautiful.
yeah.
Beautiful. All right, let's go hit the water.
Is there now?
316, pretty small.
Pretty small.
I figured it was easier to take metal out than add metal.
Yeah. Alright, ready?
sounds a lot less scary out here. In the boat it's like, rah! And that didn't look like freaking 75 plus, but maybe it was. Nice. All right, so that was another pretty successful rip there. I think Mike said it did 82 miles an hour, but Pete's looking in the data and seeing that the air temp is getting hot because the way the water's going, it's coming in the boat, going through the engine, and then coming up to the intercooler, and then going out of the boat. So what we're gonna try and do is maybe flip some stuff around. So here's where the water goes into the engine. And the idea is that if we can put a reducer on here to go from 12 down to 10 to hook this hose up, because that's where the hose comes off right there. Take that loose and just let it kind of flop around here to the side. Plug that up, and then it'll cool the air going into the engine better. And then it'll make more power. Colder air makes more power. So instead of right now, what we're doing is preheating the air instead of pre-chilling the air. We've got an unlimited supply of water out there for, you know, chilling the intercooler, so let's use it. But I gotta get on the road, and Mike and Pete are gonna have a little more fun without me, so.
Bigger springs, go back out one more time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, you get them. Oh, maybe that was the trigger word. I shouldn't have said that.
Come here, Will. Oh, you don't gotta get anybody. He's kidding. He's kidding. Come here.
Oh, puppy dogs. Like, oh, okay.
Whisper.
So we actually, they chased some deer last night, and we had a little bit of a panic moment there for a few minutes.
Yeah, they seem to always come home, and yet I still feel the need to walk out there and go,
Oh, it's
Bell.
a little scary. I mean, I know our little guy Copper. He chases squirrels because they're more his size.
Yeah.
So he
Squirrels and deer.
when he's gone, it's like, oh, there goes that little white Q-tip across the neighbor's yard, 6 houses down.
Yep.
Silly dogs. But pretty successful trip out with the old boat.
Didn't sink it.
Didn't sink it. That's
Didn't
good.
catch it on fire. Went about 82 miles an hour on some medium boost.
And
Lots
like,
of room for improvement.
Super conservative timing, like, which is kind of what you want for something steady state. Like, it's, you say conservative timing, but yet it's probably more close to where the timing needs to be in something that's, I mean, you're making, effectively you could be making 15, 20 second wide open rips with this thing. And in a car, it's just like 4 seconds and done.
Yeah. Yeah.
Back out of it, coasting down, cooling it off.
Yep.
So different tuning needed for something like this.
And most importantly, we all got to go for a ride.
We did.
Which was the whole point of building this boat.
There we go.
Yeah, for my wife. So she could take, you know, you and Pete for rides.
There you go. Yep,
Maybe me.
wife's boat.
Wife's boat.
It's the wife's boat. All right, well, where Pete coming back down is going to get him in the outro too. Well, Pete, it's good hanging out.
Hitting the road.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Good to meet you.
Yeah, you too.
Yeah, call me if you
So
need
we'll see you at the track here and there.
Yeah.
Like I said, y'all check out Pete's channel.
Yeah.
He does some cool stuff and hangs out and goes real fast. He's real good at doing stuff. It's a great channel name.
It might be the best name for a YouTube channel
Yeah.
ever, right there. He's real good at doing stuff. What?
Yep.
Stuff.
Stuff.
All the stuff.
Stuff and things. All right, I'm getting on the road. See ya.